tough is it to have an optimal health and well-being in a relationship? It takes no work until it's made to take work. We've got to be like this, we've got to be like that. We have to be on the same page. We have to one of the quote metaphysical words, resonate together. We have to get the same vibrational tone, or else its cataclysmic effects of the universe are going to create a disruption in the force. Right? So we took relationships to Star Wars. All right? Because that's where, you're going beyond the mind, back through the heart. But when I'm talking about the heart, it's not the fluffy stuff. That I love you, I gotta love you, and this, that, and the other, and you've got issues, and you're pushing my buttons, yada, yada. How much love's in that one, right? What about, hey, namaste, I honor you, let's have a blast. Bring it on, let's go. Because now we're truly playing beyond the mind. It's still our friend. It's a necessity, as we were playing with earlier. Just not in charge. Then I'm going to have chats with my physicality. Body, take care of it, thank you. As the separate deity that it is. Because the body is a separate deity, especially when left alone. It can do miraculous things. That's why I'm even here. The body took care of it, thanks. But I'm playing with your abilities with it. So let's all pick a partner real quick. Let's play with vibratory levels. Well, significantly, I have one more question before we go into the next part.
I understand what you're saying about being neutral, but I think some of the difficulty that I have is that I don't feel like I belong anywhere. It feels very strange. So when you talk about being neutral, I feel detached. It feels good, but it doesn't feel familiar. So if you could also explain when you're walking side by side with someone how that feels as opposed to being identified with somebody or focused on somebody.
Focused and identified. We're making this our prime journey to the achievement of enlightenment. So I'm going to focus on this here one to make me happy, to give me what I'm asking for, or not. I'm going to make them my, quote, creator essence in front of me. I'm going to make it the reason for my being. I'm going to make it all these different definitions to dictate how I feel. That's not walking in communion. Walking in communion side by side. And how much I honor the beloved beside me. How much we love each other more than eternity and beyond. But when we're able to dance together, not about buttons, not about issues and all this stuff from the mind, because we're not bringing the relationship to a mental level. It's a heart level of fluidity, of movement, of fruition. But I'm not going to depend upon this dear one to dictate to me once again how I feel, who I am, happiness, sorrow, yada yada. Because that's just playing the emotional tango again. And it's also playing with engagement of attachment to an outcome. And now you got to be how I want you to be when I want you to be it. That's not about love. That's about the headspace again. Okay, now being in it is where you're able to be in a fluidity state. How best can we complement? How best can we have a blast? Because the love is what's carrying it. Honey, can you give my angel the mic real quick if you don't mind? Don't mind? Honey, what are the first words I tell you in the morning?
I love you.
And what does I ask every day?
What can I do for you today?
Exactly. Not because I have to. Not because my bride. Okay, well, let me go further. Honey, what's your response?
I love you more, and what can I do for you today?
Exactly. But it's the love. It's not so much about the action, it's about the expression. It's about the communion. It's about the heart. And it's also about the honor. And how blessed I am that my angel and I are together. Is my angel and I dancing through this whole world to have a blast. But my angel's not here, and I'm not here. We're here. But not from the mind, but from the heart. Now, why would I ask my angel every day, honey, what can I have us guys to say? And her response a lot of the time is just love me. And that's simple. That's 24/7. Not from a lack of love for the rest of brother humanity, but from my beloved of my heart. That we walk side by side through this beautiful Eden together. No rules, no work, no conflicts, total expression. Now, can I ask you a quick question here? Where do I belong? At myself. Everywhere. Actually, nowhere. I remember walking down the streets of La Jolla. When I'd be playing with my oceanic friends, I'll be playing with the orcas, the humpback whales, the belugas, all kinds of fun heroes kept presenting. Also from off-planet support, all the way to the crystalline structures of the planet, going through them, through the cores of the planet, when being presented with that. That's what I'd do in my nighttime hours. The daytime hours, I'd be walking around playing, singing and dancing, having one-on-ones and other ones. But I would be moving every 2 weeks. It was so amazing how the lease agreements just dissolved. All right, dear brother, you know what, you just keep the deposit and have it once. Oh, we understand, just continue your own journey, great. Everything took care of itself. I certainly didn't belong in a big giant resort up in Rancho Santa Fe that I was offered. I didn't belong in a certain state of Colorado that I was offered. I showed up, of course. But the doors kept opening and opening and opening and opening. Because the truth is I belong everywhere and nowhere. How many brothers can I go down into the casino right now and resonate with? Every one of them. Does that mean I belong in a casino? No. I'm just having a blast. Because now I'm not going to be hooked into one certain state from an integrated level right here to just play there. I'm playing here with everyone and everything. See, that affords also the opportunity to go to New York City, go to New Jersey, go to Germany, and all over the planet. The Bahamas. And what a blast that was. Because I'm just showing up. The door presented, let's go. You see, even when we play with the family monads, and what is a family, how to function in your fullest potential in a family level without becoming hooked in, integrated, and confined into it. How to walk side by side in true communion with everything and everyone. Now we're starting to dance. Because I honor the family, but I'm not a part of the family. Because when I start to become part of the family, from the quote definition of what humanity is deemed the family to be, with the brilliant codependencies and I owe you, you owe me, and the emotional outbursts, and I will tell you how I really feel, and all this fun stuff, right? That's not what family was created for. It was created to walk side by side as a mutual honoring and having a blast together from the monad that you woke up from. But now, rather than being like this, we're like that, side by side. Not belonging or not belonging. Because now we're playing with the whole universe.